Hi, Personal Finance. Today I had to cover for the principals. Thought I'd make a video for you to be able to utilize this to complete your virtual business exercises today. So if you go out to the virtual business exercise here on the website at knowledgematters.com, that link is still in the Google Classroom if you want to use that to get there. That might be easier. And I'm going to show you how to get through this today. So this is what I see on my end, but I'm going to go to assignments so I can look like you. And once I get there, you should see something like this after you've logged in. Yesterday we did the reading and math quiz. If you didn't quite get those done, that's fine. Go ahead and finish those first before you go on to the next thing, okay? If you did finish those first, there's a tutorial here about simulations. Excuse me. There's also a tutorial about the math concepts that you might be experiencing. Really, all I need you to do next is go to time management and health. And that's the lesson you're going to start next for today. There is a reading that you can do. I would highly recommend that you open this. And then you'll notice it kind of popped out on my screen here. I would have it side by side or in the background because this is going to help you answer questions. You know, you can go through and read all this about time management and stress and how it's going to help you and having good eating habits. And there's some terminology in here that might help you as well. And then there's also some math examples to help you when you get to the math questions. But really what I would do is either put this side by side or minimize it. I'm going to minimize it for now. And then open my reading quiz, which is the next thing. And so then I'll pull that into frame here. And so now you're going to go through and answer these questions regarding time management and health. And if you don't know the answer, so true or false, eating one large meal a day is the best way to maintain your health. No, that's definitely not. That's probably a common sense answer, but if you want to go read about it in the reading, it's in there as well. So I'm going to click false, I'm going to hit submit, and it'll tell you whether you got the answer right or wrong. Okay, and you're going to go through and do that for each question. So I'd hit continue, I'd go to the next one, and I'd answer that next question. The key is I've set a 70% bar, so if you get less than 70%, you're going to have to take it again. At the same time, you can take these quizzes as many times as you like. Let's say you get an 80%, but you want 100. Well, tell me, and I can reset it, and you can take it again. And you can do that for all of the quizzes that you do in here. So don't feel like you have to settle for a 70% or 80%. From my point of view, when you're doing this, if you want to get the best you can possibly get, I'm all for that, because if you had to reread it again or go through it again, you're going to see the answer again, and that's kind of the whole point, is for you to master this stuff. So if that's your choice, so be it. So that's the reading quiz. I'm going to minimize this. Once you finish the reading quiz, then it's going to have you go take the math quiz. Okay, and I'll bring that in. It works the same way. You can use the reading that you uploaded earlier to complete that as well, or maybe you just know the answer. So you have planned activities of 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 1.5 hours, and 0.75 hours. How many total hours of activity do you have planned? Well, 30 minutes plus 45 minutes, or 15 minutes is 45 minutes. Okay, 1.5 hours, well, that's an hour and a half. So we have roughly 2 hours and 15 minutes between the first two sets of information. And then you add 0.75 hours, well, that's 45 minutes is 0.75 hours. That's 3/4, if you will. So we should have 3 total hours of activity. Yay, I added it all together correctly. Alright, so that's how I came up with that. You should get the first one right. Hit continue and move on to the next. And it's going to ask you more questions similar to that. Okay. Again, it's a 70-point curve. There's only 5 questions. You'll notice it says 2 of 5, so not too many questions. Go through, answer those. That's all you need there. Okay, I'm going to close that and go to the sim. So the sim is probably the most time-consuming piece, and it's probably the most difficult, in my opinion, to start, the very first one you do, because you have to pay attention to the questions. All right, I'm going to go through this a little bit with you. You pause as you need to. And we'll talk about, and I'm going to read through literally this because I want you to, because a lot of people will try to skip ahead and you'll miss something and then you die. Literally, you die in the app. So, and then you have to start over and it's really annoying. So try to get this done the first time through, because if you keep having to go back through it, it's really going to be a pain in your side. So in this lesson, you will develop a schedule that gets you to work on time while keeping you healthy. All right, so here it says click reports, health, to monitor your health. So reports, health. Hey, looky there, we're pretty halfway healthy, about 3/4 of the way healthy. So then it says click the Run To button and select January 14th. Here's the Run To button. We're going to go click on January 14th, and there it goes. All right, let the simulation run until it stops. So it's going. I'm actually going to speed it up for now so it doesn't take as long. That little button is right there. And so it's almost instant, and it shows you what's happened. And then it says observe the status of your health factors. Use the sidebar to speed up time. Did that. Which health factor is the lowest? All right, nutrition. So I'm going to click nutrition. Got that answer right. That actually is worth points, so you're going to want to select those correctly. Then I hit next down here at the bottom, and you will need to eat twice a day, several hours apart. Eating for more than a half hour at a time causes you to consume more food, but will not improve nutrition. So you really don't need to eat for more than a half hour is what it's saying there. So because of that, we're going to hit next because it really didn't give us any instructions. So the next thing says click actions. Okay, we're going to go over here to actions, schedule, and then it says click the weekday plus task button and select eat from the menu. So we're going to hit, this is the weekday, we're going to hit the plus task button and we're going to click eat. And it says select 6 a.m. for a start time and 6:30 a.m. as an end time. Pretty self-explanatory, right? So 6 a.m. start time, 6:30 a.m. end time, and click OK. OK. Using the plus task button for the weekend schedule, add an eat time task during the same time. Okay, so over here in the weekend, we're going to do the same thing. Eat 6 and 6:30, and hit OK. All right. Then it says click the close button. Now I've set myself up to eat. Let's hit the next button because we've closed all that. Now it's going to say click run to January 15th. Run to January 15th. Uh-oh. Looks like we're going into the red. It says observe the status of your health factors. How did this change your nutrition level? Well, pretty self-explanatory. It turned red. I'm ready to hit next. This happened because you are out of food. Observe that you have 0 meals. 0 meals. All right. Fortunately, you have plenty of money in the checking account to buy food. Click View City. View City is right here. You just can click on this if you want to, and it'll take you to the city. You can also do it by going View and City. Okay, that's just the easy way. And then click Actions and Shop. All right. And now, because there's nothing left to pick from, we're going to go to Next. It says Locate the Supermarket. I just happen to have done this before, so I know the supermarket's toward the bottom. So then it says click shop here, and to keep your nutrition level up, you must eat 2 meals per day. Let's purchase an amount that will last a while. So it's going to have us type in 140 meals. All right, and then I'm going to click checkout and pay, and it says pay with your debit card. And click on the debit card to actually make the payment. And it says observe now that you have 140 meals. Yay, we have food. We're going to hit next. Now that you have meals to eat, click the run button to January 25th. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and run. I'm going to click January 25th. And there it goes. It looks like it already went. Thanks to the speed up, that was fast. How did this change your nutrition level? It turned green. All right, getting the answers all right so far. So we're on 8 of 15 now. We have 7 more steps to go. Use the health window to gauge if your basic needs are being met throughout the simulation. What is your new lowest health factor? Well, it looks like it's exercise. So let's click exercise. Next. Sometimes increasing the duration of a task can raise the related health factor. Click actions and schedule to open the schedule window. Okay, we're going to go back to our schedule. And then it says click on the weekday exercise task and increase the end time by half an hour. So exercise end time is increased by half an hour, so we're going to move that to 8. And then it wants us to do the same thing with, we'll click OK. It wants us to do the same thing with relax. So we're going to change that to 9:30 and hit OK. And you'll notice that they've gotten a little thicker on the bar here. We're doing those a little bit longer. It says click the close button to close the schedule window. Well, okay then. Close down here. And we'll go to next. It says click the run button to January 29th. Run to January 29th. Hey, looky there. How did changing the duration of the tasks affect your health? So it was unchanged, sleep and nutrition increased, relaxation increased to green, and exercise increased but stayed yellow. This is the one we want. Okay, so I selected that. I'm going to go next. Owning certain possessions will let you exercise and relax more efficiently, freeing up more time for other activities. So we're going to go back to Actions, and it says click Shop. And we're going to go to Marine's department store. It's right about here. And it asks us to locate any style of living room set, and under quantity, enter one. So living room set, we want one of those. And then it also wants us to do the same for an LCD HD TV. So we're going to go find a TV, LCD HD TV. We want one of those. And we also want to buy a treadmill, it says. There's the treadmill. We want one of those. Also known as a clothes rack for some people's households. All right, then we're going to go to checkout and pay, and we're going to use the debit card again. Click on the debit card. Yay, we bought those things. We're going to hit next. It says click the Run To button and select February 5th. All right. Oops, the mouse is stuck. Run To, we got to go to the next month, February 5th. There it goes. How were your health factors affected? Relaxation decreased, relaxation and exercise increased to full green. That's what they did. Not even going to read the sleep decreased. And then we'll hit next. And now it says, in addition to keeping track of your health, you should also watch for important messages using the Message Center. Click Reports and Messages. And it looks like, what important information did you learn from looking at the Message Center? We were 62 minutes late for work. So is there anything about being late for work? You're out of bus tokens and you were late for work because you had to walk. There we go. So we want to go to next. Not good. If you're late for work too often, you may lose your job. Observe that you have 0 bus tokens. So we need to go back to Shop, Actions, Shop. And we're going to, I think the city bus is all at the bottom. We're going to shop here. And it's telling us to buy 40. You know what I'm going to do so I don't ever run out, and I know I have an unlimited amount of money in this exercise? I'm going to actually buy 200 bus tokens. And hopefully that'll get me through the rest of this sim. So I'm going to check out and pay with my debit card and click it and keep going. So we bought that. Let's hit next. And your goal now is to run the simulation until August 1st without becoming sick, losing your job, or passing away. You will have to continue to purchase food and bus tokens in order to meet the goal. So make sure you continue to buy food. Right now your meals are at $79. Run the simulation forward to August 1st. So right now we are at February 5th, so we got a ways to go. So make sure you buy enough food and enough bus tokens and keep this message thing up while you're running it, because that'll help you keep track of whether you need to change anything. Okay? Alright, I'm going to let you go from here. That's the end of my video. Hopefully this helps you pass your simulation, and we'll see you when I get back to class. Thank you for doing this today. If there's anything that's truly, truly important, I'm down in the office today, so just come see me and I'd be happy to help you. All right, have a good day, and thanks for watching.